Hello students, welcome to the e-learning platform presented by Mechanical Engineering Department of Dr. Bapuji Salke Institute of Engineering and Technology, Kolhapur. Today we are going to start our last chapter of Basic Mechanical Engineering, that is unit number 5, Refrigeration and Air Conditioning. This chapter is of highest weightage of 16 marks. This chapter consists the basic of refrigeration and air conditioning system. The learning objectives for today's session are: number 1, study of HVAC and the terms related to heat, that is heating, ventilation, air conditioning. HVAC is nothing but heating, ventilation and air conditioning system. In today's session, we will learn what do you mean by HVAC and the terms related to it. And second, study of vapor compression cycle. The compression cycle, or the cycle which is used to produce the refrigerating effect or to produce the cooling effect, will be studied in today's session. That cycle is nothing but the vapor compression cycle. Starting with the very first, HVAC. HVAC is nothing but heating, ventilation and air conditioning system, known as HVAC, HVAC. And refrigeration system transfers heat energy from or to the products or building environment. Energy in the form of heat or electricity is used to power mechanical equipment designed to transfer heat from colder low energy level to warmer high energy level. Ventilation means changing or replacing air in a conditioned space to control temperature or to remove any combination of moisture, odor, smoke, heat, dust, bacteria, carbon dioxide, and to replenish oxygen. Ventilation includes both exchange of air with outside as well as circulation of air within the building. The basic requirement of HVAC are heating equipment, cooling equipment, air distribution ducts and plants, controls, and mandatory requirement for indoor air quality, including mechanical ventilation. The very first point, refrigeration, or define refrigeration. Refrigeration deals with transfer of heat from a low temperature level at a heat source to a high temperature level at heat sink by using low boiling refrigerant. Or the refrigeration can be defined as science of producing and maintaining temperature below that of surrounding atmosphere. Heat always passes from hot body to cold body under until thermal equilibrium is achieved. American Society of Refrigeration defines the science of providing and maintaining temperature below that of surrounding atmosphere. American Society, it defines refrigeration as the science of providing and maintaining temperature below that of surrounding atmosphere. It means that continuously extraction of heat from a body whose temperature is already below the temperature of its surrounding. Second, how to define air conditioning. Air conditioning is defined as science which deals with the supply and maintaining desirable internal atmospheric condition irrespective of external condition. Or air conditioning may be defined as simultaneous control of temperature, humidity, motion of air and purity of air within the enclosed space. Next is ton of refrigeration, or 1 ton of refrigeration. 1 ton of refrigeration is defined as the quantity of heat required to remove from 1 ton of ice within 24 hours when initial condition of water is 0 degree centigrade. That is the quantity of heat required to remove 1 ton of ice within 24 hours when initial condition of water is 0 degree centigrade. because the same cooling effect will be given by the melting in same ice. Latent heat of fusion ice is equal to 335 kilojoule per kg. According to the formula or according to the definition, the formula for 1 ton of refrigeration can be given as 1000 into latent heat upon 24. Substituting the value, we get 1 ton of refrigeration is equal to 232.6 kilojoule per minute. In actual practice, 1 ton of refrigeration is taken as 210 kilojoule per minute or 3.5 kilowatt. That is 1 ton of refrigeration is equal to 3.5 kilowatt or 210 kilojoule per minute. Let us see the major components of an vapor compression cycle before studying the vapor compression cycle. The main components of an vapor compression refrigeration cycle are shown in figure. The first is compression or compressor. Compressor is also called as the heart of refrigeration cycle. The low pressure and temperature vapor refrigerant from evaporator is drawn into compressor through suction valve and compressed to high pressure and high temperature so that it is easily discharged to condenser through discharge valve. Second, it is a condenser. Condenser consists of a coil pipe with fins in which high pressure and temperature vapor refrigerant is cooled by rejecting latent heat to cooling medium and change of phase occur from vapor to liquid. Third is a receiver. Receiver, the condensed liquid refrigerant from condenser is stored in a vessel that is known as receiver, where it supplies it again to evaporator through expansion valve or refrigerant control valve called the throttle valve or expansion valve. Fourth, the expansion valve, also called as throttle valve. The function of this valve is to allow liquid refrigerant under high pressure and temperature to pass at control rate by reducing pressure and temperature. While passing the liquid refrigerant through valve, a small quantity of liquid refrigerant flashes or evaporate due to friction, but greater portion is vaporized in evaporator at low pressure and low temperature. The throttling process is an irreversible process. Fifth, evaporator. Evaporator is a coil of pipe in which liquid vapor refrigerant at low pressure and temperature is evaporated and refrigerant phase changes from liquid to vapor by absorbing latent heat of vaporization from the medium which is to be cooled. Sixth is the dryer or strainer. The function of strainer is to remove moisture and impurities from refrigeration system. It is a tubular metal container arranged in a circuit. The drying and purifying agent is silica gel with addition of cup-shaped inlet screen which perform filtering and drying function. And the last is accumulator. It is a large cylindrical shape which traps the liquid refrigerant droplet and avoid the entry of it to the compressor, which may damage the compressor. Let us see the vapor compression cycle. The simple vapor compression cycle as shown in figure. The wet vapor or a fairly dry vapor leaves the evaporator and enters into compressor at point 1. This low pressure, low temperature refrigerant is compressed isentropically till point 2. During compression, the pressure and temperature increases. The temperature at point 2 is greater than the temperature of the condenser cooling medium. The vapor at the end of compression is dry, saturated or superheated and enters the condenser. The vapor is condensed in condenser and hence the change of phase takes place. That is, latent heat of condensation is removed by the cooling medium. High pressure saturated liquid refrigerant leaves the condenser and enters the expansion valve At point 3, the expansion of high pressure saturated liquid refrigerant passed through narrow opening of expansion valve from point 3 to 4. The function of expansion valve is to throttle the liquid refrigerant from high pressure high temperature to low pressure low temperature, keeping the enthalpy constant. At point 4, the wet vapor enters evaporator where it absorbs latent heat of evaporation and further evaporate. Then change of phase takes place, producing the refrigerating effect. The refrigerant thus leaves the evaporator fairly dry vapor and enters into the compressor again at point 1. This completes the whole cycle. This process is repeated continuously in order to achieve the refrigerating effect. The main components are compressor, condenser, expansion valve and evaporator. So this is it for today's session. We have completed the first part of chapter number 5, refrigeration and air conditioning system. Thank you.